let's dive into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a story that goes way beyond the silver screen. It's an incredibly empowering journey of resilience, transformation, and just the sheer strength of the human spirit. We're going to look at the life of someone who is, without a doubt, one of the biggest movie stars on the planet. But you know what? The most captivating part of her story isn't the shiny awards or the massive fame. It's really about how she navigated some deeply profound personal struggles to become a global force for good. Let's get right into it.
It is so incredibly easy to look at a global icon and just assume their life is this flawless Hollywood dream, right? All prestigious awards and glamorous red carpets. But if you look at the contrast here, you'll see that behind that glittering illusion of perfection was a starkly different private reality. A reality filled with heartbreak, severe health challenges, and some intense teenage self-doubt. Angelina Jolie's journey is a really powerful reminder that literally everyone has battles they fight behind closed doors.
To truly understand her, we have to rewind to the very beginning. Born on June 4th, 1975, Angelina's early world was, well, it was anything but easy. She grew up navigating the really turbulent waters of a pretty complicated family dynamic. And during those critical teenage years, she wrestled heavily with profound loneliness and crippling self-doubt. But here is the absolutely empowering takeaway from her early life. She didn't surrender to that darkness, not at all. She actually used it as fuel. She pushed right through all that self-doubt and fiercely chased her dream of becoming an actress.
And that unstoppable drive, it launched a breathtaking career. As you can see mapped out here, her massive breakthrough was in Girl Interrupted. It was this raw, powerful performance that earned her an Academy Award, which really served as a phenomenal launchpad. From there, the momentum just explodes. I mean, she proved she could totally carry a massive action franchise in Lara Croft's Tomb Raider. She absolutely dominated the global box office with huge hits like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and she completely commanded the screen in Maleficent. These eras are a visual testament to her professional resilience and her sheer, undeniable talent.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the profound pivot she made at the very height of her stardom. While the typical Hollywood trajectory is all about, relentlessly focusing on maintaining fame, boosting status, and building personal branding, Angelina chose compassion. What truly set her apart wasn't just that captivating on-screen presence. It was her conscious decision to look far beyond Hollywood and actually use her massive global platform for something entirely selfless. So how exactly did she put that compassion into action? Well, she did it by leaving the safety and comfort of Hollywood to travel directly into war-torn countries. She sat face to face with refugees who had lost absolutely everything. She dedicated years of her life working tirelessly with the United Nations. She didn't just donate money from afar. She became a true advocate on the ground, using her incredibly loud voice to speak up for those who had been completely silenced by conflict and tragedy. But right in the midst of fighting so hard for others around the world, she was suddenly forced to fight for herself. I want us to just take a breath here because this brings us to one of the absolute toughest, most terrifying moments of her entire life. She received some truly devastating news. She carried a very high genetic risk of breast cancer. For anyone, that is an earth-shattering realization. It was a genetic health crisis that would serve as the ultimate, deeply personal test of her courage. Her response to this crisis, though, is a literal masterclass in empowerment. Let's walk through this. First, she faced the hard truth of her high genetic risk head-on. Next, she made the incredibly brave, life-altering decision to undergo preventive surgeries to protect her future. But it's this final step that truly changed the world. Instead of hiding her trauma away from the public eye, she stepped right into the light. She shared her deeply personal story with everyone, and by doing so, she transformed her own terrifying ordeal into a vital tool of awareness, empowering millions of women around the globe to learn about their own health and make informed, life-saving decisions. It was a real game changer. Of course, as we all know, life's challenges rarely come just one at a time. She also had to navigate the painful realities of a highly publicized divorce, with the whole world watching her every move. And she did this all while managing the massive, beautiful, yet extremely demanding responsibility of raising 6 children. But the true takeaway for us here is how she handled it all. She kept moving forward with absolute grace. She weathered the heartbreak, managed those overwhelming responsibilities, and overcame every single setback with a quiet, unyielding strength. And this brilliantly illustrates the multifaceted legacy she continues to build today. Because she isn't just one thing, right? She is an Oscar-winning actress who absolutely conquered Hollywood. She's a dedicated humanitarian who literally changed lives on the ground. She's a visionary filmmaker telling complex, meaningful stories. But above all of that, she is a global symbol of courage. All of these pieces come together to form the picture of a woman who completely refused to be defined by her struggles, but rather by how she overcame them.
Which brings us to this incredibly powerful realization from her journey. Read this quote with me. "True beauty isn't about fame or appearance. It's about having the courage to stand up after every setback and using your life to help others." Wow. That idea right there is the absolute emotional core of her journey. The red carpets, the magazine covers, the blockbuster hits, all of that fades away eventually. What lasts is resilience. What really matters is the ability to get knocked down by life, stand back up, dust yourself off, and reach out a hand to lift someone else up.
Ultimately, the strongest heroes in our world do not wear capes. They don't have superpowers. They just wake up every single day and choose kindness. They choose compassion over comfort. So as we wrap up today, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought to carry with you. How will you use your courage to help others? We all face battles, and we all have a voice. The question is, how are you going to use yours? Keep learning, keep pushing forward, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.